this is your first time here, don't forget to please press the subscribe button and press the little bell to receive notifications when we upload. You can now become a member of the FM Scout YouTube channel. Simply press the join button and you'll be given 5 different tiers to choose from. We also have a Discord channel, so if you do like talking about Football Manager, just go to www.discord.gg/FM Scout. The link is in the description. Hello YouTube, Jamie here from FM Scout. Welcome to a new episode today. We are going to be doing the top 5 unique saves. So, it's getting to that time of year. The football season's about to start. People's kind of fell out of love towards the end of the season, pre-season with Football Manager. I know the hardcore guys haven't. But if you are looking for a new save, I would 100% look at this list. There is some incredible challenges on here, and I think some of you will really like these challenges. There's a few in England. There's also a few abroad as well. So if you do like the abroad saves. But if you do decide to do any of these saves, please let me know in the comments. I'm just kind of really intrigued to see if any of you want to give this a go. And, update me. I will obviously reply on YouTube if you want to keep updating me on the save. That'll be great. So, also, one more thing. I'm going to be doing a live stream on YouTube every single Sunday. And I think, look, if you look at the screen right now, I think it's going to be this team. I'm really intrigued to try this challenge. So, if you guys would be interested in kind of me doing a live stream of, going through the season with Bolton, let me know in the comments, because, I want to get some feedback. And obviously, I'm a Twitch streamer, so I've kind of moved away from Twitch and do more YouTube now. I will be doing on FM20 as well. So if this is something that you guys want, please do let me know. But let's get straight into the video. So the first team we're looking at is Bolton. Now, if you've been looking at the news recently or the last year or so, you'd notice that Bolton have had a lot of problems financially. They're in administration at the moment. So this is why this is number 1 on the list. It's a really hard challenge, and let's have a little look into FM. So you've got a 0 transfer budget. You've got £160 available wage budget with a wage budget of 45k, almost 46k. You've got a balance of minus 1 million, but that's not the only thing that makes this challenging. Again, if you haven't seen the news, this will be a surprise. But the thing that makes this challenging is not only have you got terrible finances, you are starting the season with a minus 12 point deduction. So, Bolton could be in League 2 2021. You have no idea what's going to happen. Again, that's really challenging, but the main thing is you've got barely any players. You've got a bit of experience. A few of them are wanted. You've got some youth, which is very hard to keep hold of. I don't think you'll even be able to get loans because you're in a transfer embargo. So you're kind of going into the season with just this, and you wouldn't be able to make any signings until the transfer embargo is lifted. So it's it's a very hard challenge, and I'm really intrigued to sign it if I'm on to try it. Sorry, if I'm honest. But yeah, looking at this, it does tell you right in this screen that you are in administration under a transfer embargo. The owner is looking to stabilise the club's finances. So whether you'll get a takeover, it might be a tycoon if you're lucky, but I doubt it. If you are lucky, you might get a tycoon. You might just get a takeover, which again you'll feel like is lucky. Yeah, it's just trying to get Bolton back to the Premier League. I mean, looking at the icons, Jaskalainen, Campo, JJ Okocha, what a guy. So Kevin Davis as well. And, a few years ago, they was in the Premier League from 2001 to probably 11, 12 maybe, if I can remember rightly. Let's have a look at the history. So, yeah, they was in the Premier League, 2001, and they got relegated in 2011-12, which seems... it doesn't seem that long ago. So, yeah, this is number 1 on the list, is Bolton Wanderers. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, moving on to the next team is Panionios. I believe that is quite close to how you say it. I've got a habit of butchering names. So if you are Greek, which we have a lot of Greek followers, please tell me how I did on that. But yeah, I can't say it again. I've just done the Google Translate, so let's just see if let's just say it once and then we'll leave it at that so we don't butcher it. But yeah, this team is in the Greek Super League. Don't really know much about them. I know they're obviously in financial trouble. Let's have a quick look at the general. So the finances are insecure. It doesn't say they're in administration, but again, this is another club that does have a minus 6 points difference, and obviously coming up against kind of big teams, Olympiacos, Panathinaikos, teams like that, AEK. It's going to be a challenge to try and kind of stay in that league, really. But let's have a quick look at the season preview. So they are predicted to finish 9th. So this is a bit more of an easier challenge than say Bolton, that we spoke about. But looking at the team as well, the kind of the best player. Let's go on to this profile. The best player they've got is Korbos. This guy looks very good, to be fair. 325k. It might be a case of selling a few players. He's 32. Maybe trying to get some youth in, trying to sell on, do a bit of bargaining. and go from there, really. But you can get loans in, obviously, with this team. Yeah, this team, give it a go, and I'll move on to the next team. And the next team is FC Union Berlin. Now, not a terribly difficult challenge. This one is a team that I believe, you might have to quote me if I'm wrong, a team that's never played in the Bundesliga. Now, you can kind of see by the graph, this is from 98, it only goes from there. So if they did kind of before that, please do let me know. I don't know if the Bundesliga existed then. I'm not too familiar with Germany football. But yeah, as you can see, they've been stuck in the second tier for a long time, since kind of 2009, 2010, which the last season they got promoted. They finished 8th, but they still got promoted. Now, the main interesting thing I've seen about this screen is Subotic is here. So they've got a very good defender, which is interesting, but kind of looking at the finances and stuff, just need to move this over. So they've got 11 million to spend with a 40,000 wage budget. So you've got potential to kind of maneuver. Let's just have a look at the balance. I can't seem to find balance. Where are we at? Sorry, I'm having a moment here. Finance and salary. There we go. 18 million in the bank. So they're kind of a good, a good team to build on, really. But if we look at the season preview, let's have a look where they're predicted to finish. They are predicted to finish 17th, so you're going to need to bring some players in to, to compete. You're not going to compete with Bayern and Dortmund in the first season. We know this. This is kind of a save that, might take you 3 or 4 months to do, which is why I'm doing this video. So let's have a quick look at the team as well. So obviously Ujaya, and they've got Subotic as well. So they've got some decent players, and they've got a bit of potential as well in, Julius Card and Suleiman Abdullah. This guy is quite good as well. So is 1.7 million. So there's definitely potential here to have a little nice save. We are going to need to make some signings though to to try not to get relegated. But yeah, this is Union Berlin in Germany, and I will move on to the next save. Okay, moving on to the next one, and this one is in Switzerland. So this is Grasshoppers. So, this is a team that you tend to kind of see, floating about the Europa League and stuff like that. They have probably had they have had the worst season that they've ever had before. They have actually got relegated to the second tier of Swiss football for the first time in their history, I believe. I don't think they've ever kind of done this. They had kind of... they was champions. They finished first, then they finished second, first. Kind of went downhill to 7th, but they picked it back up to 3rd. And they was kind of hovering around the 4th, 3rd mark, in which they finished 8th there. They then finished 2nd and 2nd. They then finished 8th, 4th, and they finished 9th and got relegated. So, yeah, it's kind of all fell apart. I mean, in terms of, the season preview, let's have a quick look. I'm assuming it would be top. They are predicted to finish top, so, it could be a nice, easy save in the first season. Try and get your feet back into Swiss football in the top tier. Maybe get rid of the old guns and bring some potential in. Really, it's a really good save to do. And, if you do like Swiss football, I'd definitely give this a go. It's not much else I can show you, but in regards to the finances and stuff, they have got 26k transfer budget. They've not got a great balance, but hopefully, if you can sell a few players, that's probably the best thing. In terms of their best player, Heinz Linde is their best player at 27, 1.7 million. Should be fantastic in the second tier of Swiss football. But yeah, if this save looks interesting to you, let me know in the comments, and we'll move on to the final one. And the final save is back in England, and this is with Gateshead. So Gateshead last season, again, another team in financial trouble. They actually finished, I can't remember, they actually finished 17th, which I don't think, off the top of my head, was a relegation. National North. In the National League, sorry, let me look up, because I just need to... Yeah, 17th is not even a relegation place. So Gateshead got demoted last season, like I say, by finishing 17th because of the financial problems that they've got. I mean, looking at the club tab, does it say they're in administration? It says the finances are okay. I haven't read the story much about Gateshead. I'm not sure if anybody else has, but something obviously dodgy's gone on here. Not dodgy, but yeah, something's gone on for them to get demoted to another league, or the league below, the National League North. I'm assuming they have got quite a good team. I mean, they've got a few good players. You've got Greg Ollie there, you've got Scott Barrow, so you've got a very good team for the National North. So again, it should be a nice, easy first season, depending on what you can do. Maybe it's just about getting the finances sorted out, getting a few loans in, getting rid of a few of the players who's on high wages. They have got a good balance, and they've got a very good wage budget. This is probably the biggest wage budget you'll probably see in the National North. So there's no reason why the first season you shouldn't be making your way back to the National League. But looking at the season preview for Gateshead, you're probably looking around 12th, which is very interesting. So you're probably going to need to do some work with that wage budget. You're going to need to try and offload a few players. You know, you've got players on £850 a week, and Scott Barrow, yes, is your best player. If you can keep him, great, but you need to look after your finances, especially in the National North. You won't really get any money. So if you can sell a few players, there's thousands and thousands of players. Personally, if I was doing this save, I would sell the top 3 for money. That's all I'm saying. I would sell my top 3 players. I would get some loans in. You can get loans in just as good at this level. Yeah, and I go from there. And that concludes the top 5. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Please do let me know in the comments if you plan on trying any of these saves. And also, like I say, let me know if you want me to do a live stream with one of these saves, and if so, who. Bolton is really standing out at me at the moment. If you want to see me do it, let me know, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye, everybody.